All right, we can't hide from it. It's one of those things we have to talk about as much as I don't want to. Now, the Oakland Raiders, with 1 week left in the regular football season, they are officially 12-3. Now, under any other circumstance, I would be absolutely ecstatic about that. But we all know what happened. Derek Carr, our quarterback, the best quarterback we've had since Rich Gannon, he goes down late in the fourth quarter with a very, very bad fibula injury. It's broken. He's going to be on the shelf indefinitely. Whether or not he makes it in time for the playoffs seems very, very unlikely. Probably not going to happen. Maybe the best case scenario is he gets a rod put in his leg like Charles Woodson had that one time, and he might be able to come back to the AFC Championship game, if we're lucky. But yeah, it's a huge industry. It really put a damper on my Christmas. All right, come on, Brody. Let's go. And this is officially Brody, the Oakland Raiders' Bashan. He's very lawless and a renegade. And yeah, it puts a huge damper on the season. I really don't know what the Raiders' chances are going to be with Matt McGloin, his quarterback. Honestly, I have a little bit more faith in Connor Cook. I mean, I remember watching him play at Michigan State. He did some pretty good performances. He's got a good arm on him. But, we're going to rally behind McGloin. We are faithful people here. We give the guy a try. I mean, I haven't really seen him play a full game since like 2013. And I remember not really exactly being impressed by his work. But, like I said, give the guy a shot. We have a really, really good O-line. An O-line let Derek Carr get his leg broken, but still, it's a very good O-line. And I figure, any quarterback, as long as he's not absolutely just awful with no accuracy whatsoever, can do pretty well in the Raiders system. So I think McGloin, he'll do pretty good. I mean, not as good as Derek Carr, maybe not able to give the Raiders that sort of explosiveness where they can throw, like 5 touchdowns in the course of 6 minutes. So that definitely is what got Raiders in the playoffs. And not having that dynamism, that explosiveness is really, really going to hurt them in the long haul. Now, a couple of crazy things about this is, the Raiders, they still won. That's one of the things. They still beat the Colts. It was a win, 33-25. And no other way with it. I mean, they won. A win is a win. 12-3. Oh, over here, buddy. Nope. So the big thing now is, and I'm doing this video on Christmas Day, and then seasonably warm Christmas Day. It's like 70 degrees here. Pretty awesome. So I haven't really an idea of where the Raiders are going to be as far as the playoff spot. So they beat the Colts, and depending on what happens between Kansas City and Denver later tonight, like I said, doing this on Christmas Day, I really can't tell you what's going to happen. But if Kansas City wins, obviously, next week it's for all the marbles. The Raiders will have to win against Denver, and if they do that, they get the AFC West title, and they get the first round bye in the playoffs. Could get home field if they do that. If they go in and beat Denver and win out, and the Patriots lose, then the Raiders get home field throughout the playoffs. That would be huge. If not a little bit unlikely, but still, it's there. And if Denver wins, well, it's all very done with. Raiders automatically win the AFC West, and also they win at least the second seed in the AFC, so they get a first round bye regardless. So yeah, first round bye is absolutely crucial. We're going to need to see that happen. I think it gives them a little bit of a hope. They get one home playoff game. And who they play is going to be a very, very tough team. It's going to be a team like Pittsburgh or Kansas City. And they're going to give a guy like old Matt McGloin all he can handle and then some. So yeah, what I want to see from the game against Denver, I mean, we're kind of chalking that up as a loss for the Raiders automatically. Which, I don't know, hopefully you go in there and see Matt McGloin play for at least 2 quarters and get some good snaps and show what he's capable of doing. But really, what I want to see Connor Cook go in there. I want to see what he can do. You know, see if you have that really stellar third in line guy. You go in there and clean up, because this happens in the playoffs all the time. Backups shine. Give you a perfect example. 49ers a couple of years ago, Alex Smith got hurt. In comes Colin Kaepernick before he hated America, and he's up there just bombing it, going to the playoffs as a backup, winning the Super Bowl. So stranger things have happened. You can't write the Raiders off now. It's a huge blow. I'm as disappointed as everybody else, but still, what can you do? So yeah, moving forward, what's going to happen? Like I said, Derek Carr, you're kind of in the impression he's not going to play throughout the postseason. You just kind of think that he's done, but you want that miraculous coming. You want him to come back in time for the AFC Championship game. You want him to be the guy behind Rodney Hudson when it's time to play against the Patriots. And like I said, it's a long shot. Odds are it won't happen, but it could. It's possible it would be one of the all-time great moments, not just in Raiders history, but I would say NFL history if it comes down to it. But right now, you know what? It's the Matt McGloin show. This guy's going to show us what he's got, and the playoffs, people rise. You get unlikely heroes every now and then. Guys come out of absolutely nowhere and become heroes. How many really weird Super Bowl MVPs have we had over the years? Absolute no names who shined. So we'll see. Regardless, Derek Carr, we're not going to have him for a long time. Maybe not see him again until late January. Hopefully, we'll see him then, maybe early February. In Houston would be great, but it looks like now the Raiders have having their best season in 14 years. Huge damper to the dream season. Kind of turns into a nightmare. Not having Derek Carr really jeopardizes what we have ahead. You saw how the defense and really the offense actually slowed down, just really a lot in the wake of Derek Carr's injury. Just getting a shell shot like that, that'll do it. But we'll see. We got a very tough Denver Broncos team. Hopefully Broncos do their part tonight. They win out and give the Raiders automatic AFC West title and give them that first round bye. And then the Raiders know they're going to be playing in January. The third week in January, I believe, is the first time, so they get that week off. Very crucial to regroup and get their ducks in a row. And if not, well, then you got our arch rivals Denver, at Denver. And that's trial by fire. We'll see what this McGloin kid's made out of. We'll see how the offense and defense reacts. And we'll just see what happens. But yeah, losing Derek Carr, it destroyed my Christmas. It's destroyed my faith in humanity. But like I said, though, stranger things have happened. Matt McGloin can go in there and make himself a hero. It wouldn't shock me in the slightest. And remember, Jamarcus Russell says he'll play for free anytime we need him. So things could be worse. But yeah, the Raiders, they win, but it's the definition of Pyrrhic victory. I'd much rather have the team go in there and lose and keep Derek Carr healthy. But we'll see what happens. It's a very dark time to be a Raiders fan, and it's put a lot of pessimism on what up to date has been really my favorite time as a Raiders fan ever in history. But like I said, we'll see. We'll take it 1 week at a time. We'll keep doing updates about Derek Carr. We'll be seeing Matt McGloin. We'll be seeing any crazy stuff if free agency happens. And you know what? We'll still wear that silver and black. We got Denver next week. And then after that, hopefully we'll have a bye. But if not, you just got to keep playing. Because, to coin a phrase here or borrow a line, when the goings get tough, the tough get McGloin. Go Raiders.